Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out today. I want to start by introducing myself. My name is Annisa and I run the Human Resources Foundation in Indonesia, Malang. Now, in today's session, I'm going to discuss about sandwich generation, an extremely useful and realistic subject that practically every middle adult faces. If you have any questions, please save them until the conclusion, and I will answer them gladly. All right, there are two parts to my presentation. First, I'll start with the definitions of the sandwich generation itself before moving on to the problem that sandwich generation faces, which is divided into four parts: the financial strain, career implication, mental health, and then physical health. Now let's start with the definitions of sandwich generation itself. What is sandwich generation? Is it kind of food or something? No, you're wrong. So adult children of elderly who are sandwiched between their aging parents and their mature children, according to Dorothy A. Miller here, are subjected to a significant deal of stress. So as the primary source of information and assistance for the elderly, the helping professions are only now beginning to meet their needs. Typically, middle-aged individuals in their 30s or 40s are the primary carriers for their young children and elderly parents. Many individuals have admirably assumed that this rule, despite the combined obligation and immense pressure of caring for small children and aging parents. Now, since I have a data. According to research, 1/3 of midlife persons in United Kingdom are sandwiched between various generations, whereas 3 out of 10 adults in United States have kids under the age of 80 at home, and 12% of parents over unfit care for adults as well. Next, the sandwich generation problem will be my second topic. I'll discuss it. It is unquestionably worthwhile to look after the elderly parents and little children, but you will become bored of it and tired. Some issues arise for sandwich generation caregiver of aging parents and children, such as the first one is financial strain. One of the factors that irritate this age is handling the financial concerns. They must devote more time to meeting the demands of their families and children while investing little or maybe no time in their careers. Also, their assets are harmed and their earning may suffer as well. Some caregiver may think that quitting their work is an effective way to accomplish their responsibility. Maybe it might also be difficult as making time and commitment. Adults in sandwich generation spend an average of 1,350 hours per year. Imagine it, 1,350 hours per year on their parents and children combined. Children often demand more money and capital-intensive care, whereas elderly people necessitate more time and labor-intensive care. Also, many people believe that caring for their children and parents has cost them more than $10,000. Imagine it, $10,000. It is not the amount of money they have spent caring for them. Rather, it is the amount of money they have lost due to the employment and promotion as a result for caring for them. So, giving this amount to support the others around them puts the sandwich generation in a financial bind, with consequence that we may not fully understand as a society until these individuals approach retirement age. And then next is the career implication. Members of the sandwich generation continue to provide for themselves in addition to raising or supporting their children and caring for their aging parents. In almost all situations, this person continue to work full time and must often make modifications to their work schedule to meet these new demands on their time. As a result, these individuals may be unable to develop in their job as quickly as they would otherwise. Businesses are feeling the effect of this as well, as they begin to provide employees greater flexibility to address such family issues. And then come to mental health. Of course, caregiver may find it difficult to manage finance and other element of their job or their life due to the constant pressure of the job and home life. Depression and other psychological problems can emerge in people who are unable to manage their emotion. One of the most common challenges experienced by senior people is the increased tension that occur when caretakers are observed in the feeling that they are unable to finish or execute particular course. Anxiety and tensions are created as a result of this. And then finding the time to be a good husband, parent, child at the same time is a challenge. It's so hard. They have difficulty balancing their work, hobbies, relationship, and personal time, of course. They are dealing with psychological concerns as a result of being thrown in various ways daily. And then following that, of course, physical health is treated. Members of sandwich generation typically experience increase of stress, all right? It is a result of competing obligation, which may connected to any health issues. Right? Because they're managing so many objectives, this group tend to ignore their self-care. Yes, it's due to the stress. They neglect their personal needs like they skipping the doctor visiting and exercising less and forgoing nutrition, home cooked meals in favor of fast food. And then third, they might maybe it is save them time in their near term, but they frequently get exhausted and unwell and stressed out as a result. This variable may combine to cause a rise in obesity, diabetes, and other health indicators. All right, that's all I've got to say about sandwich generation for now. So now you know that how horrible and the sandwich generation tradition in terms of finance, career, mental health, and also physical health. But however, this sandwich generation trouble aren't going away anytime soon. Indeed, as more people join this population, they're likely to grow more frequently. Living in this circumstance requires not only financial planning, but it may also cause a great deal of stress. While every individual in this generation, more aid or family resources may be required to care for small children, despite the effort of many economists, doctors, other specialists, and to anticipate the consequence of this generation, only time will tell. Now, finally, I want to thank you for your attention and time. And please don't hesitate to ask me any question if you have in this time. Thank you for your attention. See you.